The Nigerian News Direct newspaper. The big story there is captioned Guber Elections Appeal Court Judgment Spike Controversies as Court reinstates Sule as Governor of Nasarawa State. Cross River, Benue PDP challenge court's verdict head to Supreme Court. Of course, this continues to be, a controversial development, looking at the fallout of judgments in various courts of appeal in the country. More decisions are expected to come out this Friday, Akwa Ibom State, Ogun State, amongst, other states. We'll see how it all goes. Other stories there on the front page of the Nigerian News Direct are on power epilepsy. Delta governor hints on possible acquisition of the Benin Electricity Distribution Company by Delta, as well as 3 other states. Again, Ogun State leads in adoption of compressed natural gas to commence construction of CNG bus stations in Mowe, Ibafo, as well as other areas. And Central Bank of Nigeria makes upward price review of Nigerian Treasury bills. You can check out all these stories from the Nigerian News Direct. Next is Blueprint. Sule wins appeal. That's still on the courts, interventions, delivering judgments, ongoing judgments and appeals emanating from governorship election petitions. Now, Governor Sule wins appeal in Nasarawa State, joins Otu Mbah, Alia, Sanwo. These are, some of his counterparts. All of them are heading for what is called the Supreme Court battle as their challengers insist on appealing. In the meantime, Jubilant supporters hail victory. Governor tasks APC members on sincerity. The battle continues. Nasarawa State as well as Cross River PDP speak on this. POS operators cry out over naira scarcity, threaten higher charges. In Edo State, lawyer fined 100,000 naira for smuggling defense statement into court file. Senate seeks Nigeria's inclusion in $147 billion global bitumen market. Ondo with $42 billion worth deposit, highest in Africa. Now, troops neutralize 99 terrorists, arrested 198 in 1 week. That's according to the defense headquarters. And now we're looking at leadership this Friday morning. Appeal court still in the news. NNPP wants justices probed over verdict, still in the fallout of the Kano governorship election petition appeal, which was delivered last week. Of course, that appears to still be reverberating. Challenges, that's the party, NNPP, challenges the judgment on the Kano governorship appeal. Moving on now to the Supreme Court, as anxiety still looms as APC, NNPP fix protests for Saturday. In Nasarawa and Gombe states, both governors Inuwa and Sule have their elections affirmed. On terrorism financing, federal government orders probe of prison officers regarding the alleged involvement of warders in instigating terrorism across the country. Bauchi approves 100 billion naira for 16 roads, 2 flyovers. Economic Council moves emergency budget for flood disasters. And FCT Minister Wike to partner Cuba, Mexico on investment in the FCT. And we check out this Nigerian now. From the NBS, that's the National Bureau of Statistics, Nigerians spend 61.08 trillion naira on food. Others in 6 months, household consumption accounts for largest share of real GDP at market prices, representing 57.18%, 64.05% in the first and second quarter of the year. Senate targets $147 billion global bitumen market. FCTA seeks partnership with Mexico, Cuba on agri, tourism and other sectors. And the DHQ recovers more than 500,000 liters of stolen crude oil in 1 week. And I have The Guardian just before I hand over now to Theophilus. There is this big story regarding harsh environment, hobbling industrial revival and jobs. That's the big story there. And there is a pictorial description of the situation at hand with the exchange rate continuing to be worrisome, exchange rates as well. And then there is the statistics that between 2015 and 2023, the manufacturing sector lost more than 200 players. Factory output also said, of course, continues to decline in volume and value. All the details, you can check that out in the big story, pages 4 and 5 of The Guardian. Nigeria ranks 144 out of 163 in safest country rankings for the year. Jega, Babachir, others reflect on INEC as well as 2023 elections amid fresh appeal court verdicts. Nigeria loses $10 billion yearly to imported welders. That's from the minister. Reps panel probes 62 billion naira HIV/AIDS intervention funds. And also on the front page of The Guardian, Nigeria ranks 144 out of 163 in safest country ranking for the year. Finally, there now on the Israel-Hamas war, death toll of Palestinians stand at 14,200. That's according to the country's ambassador. Theophilos.
So we move to the Nation newspaper. It says your state's FCTO federal government 1.72 trillion naira budget support cash. Subnationals to pay back 49 billion naira each. Program terminated. That's according to the Nation newspaper. Of course, it says appeal court voids tribunal verdict sanctioning Sule. PDP governors confident Lawal Mufwang will get justice. Lasma GM Oreagba removed in shake-up. NPA Nimasa Niwa signed performance bond with minister. That's in the Nation newspaper. We move to the Nigerian Tribune and it says states FCTO federal government 1.7 trillion naira in budget support facility. NEC rejects setting up of National Flood Management Council. Labour Party factions clash in court ever suit against Imo governorship candidate. Terrorism, federal government orders probe of misconduct by correctional officers. Escalating cost of medications. The worrisome, risky situation in Nigeria. Panic over recovery of 88.6 billion naira debt as controversy rages over discourse operating license expiry date. Appeal court judgment. PDP governors back judiciary. Believe party will get justice at the Supreme Court.